What's happening everybody, King GBL here and welcome back to a brand new Go Bat League video. Today we're going to be reacting to some battles submitted to the channel by Joel with Shadow Blaziken, which of course is brand new, and probably by the time you guys are watching this, the Team Rocket event is probably finished. But the good thing is, if you guys do get a Shadow Torchic with good IVs later on, if you want to Elite TM a Blast Burn, you're going to have to spend that anyway, so it's not like the biggest rush, unless you're going to run like, Blaze Kick and like Stone Edge or something, and of course you will need the TM. But we've got some games in the Ultra League here. It looks like we've got Giratina altered in the lead, with Blaziken and Wolverine in the back. So yeah, pretty good matchup here for Giratina. Interestingly here, Joel is using Dragon Breath Giratina, which can be better in certain situations. If my commentary is a little bit less knowledgeable today, it's because genuinely I am a little bit less knowledgeable in the Ultra League. It is kind of something I need to practice or grind out a little bit. But yeah, this is absolutely fine. Look at the damage this Blaziken's doing. And in comes Swampert. I think even that matchup with Swampert, I think Blaziken straight up wins that in the 2-shield because of the counter damage. But rightfully switches into the Wolverine, and of course you can just let everything go at this point. If you can get a little bit of chip damage, that would be perfect here. Yeah, as far as I know, Shadow Blaziken wins this in the 2s. Just like I said, because the counters are so oppressive now. That's the amazing thing about this Pokemon. It kind of like wins and loses a few extra matchups in the Ultra League, but in general it seems to be better for some of its worst matchups. And of course the Blaze Kicks and everything will just do a ton of damage. So yep, nice no shield disc. Let's just let the Wolverine go down and come in 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, 4 counters does like 30% of its health. So that's basically why I come in that shield scenario. And of course they can just take out that Wolverine, and that's a good game. To me, it's quite interesting watching Ultra League because it's not something I'm really used to. Yeah, so that's a pretty bad matchup for Giratina with Dragon Breath. I think I prefer it with Shadow Claw, but they do go into their Icicle Spear, obviously their Wolverine here, and then comes Empoleon. So yeah, I think right here you just have to commit to the Earthquake. This Drill Peck will do a decent amount of damage, but it's a Hydro Cannon. Even the Hydro does a decent amount of damage against this thing. And we're going to get off an Earthquake, which will guarantee a shield, or knocks it out almost. The opponent actually lets that go. I guess the opponent didn't want to go down 2 shields. They actually kind of might be forced to shield this Icicle Spear, but they do let it go. Yeah, it was super low. And back in comes Togekiss. The opponent is just super weak to Wolverine by the looks of things. Now the good thing is here, both of your sort of fast moves are resisted, but you can come in with Blaziken and you'll sort of resist these charms. Actually, it will be neutral damage because of the joint fighting typing. So this is kind of rough. You kind of needed to keep Wolverine, I suppose. And the opponent does actually swap out here. So this might be okay. Oof, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, so at the very least, if you can get to a move here like a Shadow Sneak, you should be able to take it out. Yeah, Giratina is so bulky that these charms, they chunk, but they don't chunk too much. And yeah, the opponent has no shields. You get the farm down, and that worked out pretty nicely. So yeah, definitely you would have wanted to keep Wolverine there for the Togekiss, but that lead matchup was rough. And here's an interesting match, I believe. Yeah, so it's resisted on both sides. They can know double Iron Bash, Rock Slide. Rock Slides don't really do that much. We'll see how much the Shadow Sneak does. Again, this is not going to do that much, but yeah, so this looks like it's a really even matchup. Even though the Dragon Breaths are resisted, they're just super oppressive. And yeah, nice, in comes Blaziken. The opponent stays in for so long here. The Rock Slide wouldn't take out. And yeah, in comes Typhlosion. And going straight for the big Brave Bird. I think probably going back to back is better, because Typhlosion's so glassy anyway. But that works out perfectly fine. You get a shield off the opponent. You probably should shield this, to be fair, because this thing just does insane damage. You're going to go for the Dragon Claw here. Even resisted moves on Blaziken, it's like even worse than Charizard in that respect. And these are going to be neutral. I think you're sort of forced to shield up here, even though it is just neutral damage. Because again, that would do like 60% of your health. This Pokemon is just a problem. I like throwing here before they get to another move. That thing is just a problem, honestly. Now you're up a shield with Wolverine, but in comes big bulky Cresselia, who of course is going to throw off Grass Knots and so on. So yeah, I think you need like at least 2 Earthquakes to take this out. You need to go straight Earthquake on this thing. I've played this battle like a few times. I think like it is pretty much 2 Earthquakes, or like an Earthquake and 2 Icicle Spears or something like that would take it out. Yeah, you definitely just you go straight Earthquake, especially in the no shield. Maybe I'm completely wrong here, but as far as I know, that's what you need to do. Because as you can see, these Icicle Spears, it is a strong move, but you do need to sort of land that heavier damage. And yeah, Cresselia is just tough for that team. You really need to I mean, what do you need? I guess you need to get it on your Giratina. And then comes Bisharp. I've got a really funny Pokemon here. which I'm guessing would absolutely destroy Giratina. I think at this point, you want to safe swap into your Walrein straight away. They know Iron Head, which is interesting. But yeah, I think at this point, I would probably have swapped into, you know, your sort of less hard counter. Because of course, Blaziken would absolutely rip this thing to shreds. So I don't really like staying in here too much. You know, of course, you know, with the fast moves and everything. And I'm sure this thing knows Night Slash, I'm pretty sure. This actually gets really close in the zeros, that's kind of nuts. And you come in with Walrein right here. Take the Iron Head, which is neutral. Of course, super effective against ice and resisted against the water. And in comes Walrein and in comes Agron. So this worked out perfectly. You're just farming this thing the whole way down. Just farm it the whole way down at this point. I think you've got 2 shields here, don't you? So yeah, you can literally just not even throw moves at this point. Just go for the counter down. Yeah. I guess, you know, you're getting to these moves pretty fast. So this works out fine as well. Yeah, so you can just shield this up. I think in the end, you're not even going to have to look at Walrein. I think you're going to be able just to fully counter down. Yeah, so I think in that situation, you definitely just go for the full counter down. Because you have a Walrein in the back. And yeah, I don't see, like, especially with 2 shields, the counters are just doing so much damage. You know, it might only seem like 1 turn, but like that's 1 counter, and as you can see, those counters are doing like 10% each. So if you throw off like 3 fast moves, that's 30% of their health that you're, you know, potentially missing out on. But I think either way it doesn't matter that much. In here with the, I sort of do like staying in here. You can't really go into hard swap. So if you can get this thing low, and maybe get like a nice counter down, even if the opponent invests a shield, that'd be great. So I think you do sort of have to stay in here with Walrein in the back. Walrein would not appreciate the rock slides or the electric shocks or anything. So, or the thunder shocks, the fast move. In comes Togekiss, and this is perfect. The opponent aggro swaps, and this is perfect. This is exactly where you need to see this thing. Icicle Spears will do a decent chunk on this thing. And of course, we do have the Togekiss Community Day coming up quite soon, which, to be honest with you, like the move it's getting is not that good. But I'm going to grind it for Stardust. It's going to be 500 per catch. And plus, if we get Valor Boost, of course, that's like, what, 25% extra. So that'll be, what, like 625 per catch. Plus 1.5 on the star piece. So potentially up to like 900 per catch. And quarter hatch distance. So for those like 3 hours or whatever, just get out, do a bunch of incubators, try to save up incubators for that. Even try to save a couple of 10k eggs. Definitely really looking forward to that community day, even though the move is crap. To be honest, like, I think it's going to be a good community day. And if it learns Fairy Wind in the future, Togekiss, if it learns Fairy Wind, it could be an interesting one. But hopping in here, we've got Giratina into Obstagoon. So believe it or not, this match is not as bad as you would think it is. I've seen some sims on this match, and I think Giratina actually wins this if it's got Dragon Breath, which is kind of a wild one. You would think Obstagoon doing the super effective damage would win this one, but no, look at this, like, you're actually winning this match. It's just the Dragon Breath pressure is crazy. And like, these Night Slashes are not super threatening. At this point, you can just shield everything. You'll get to the point where counters will start threatening you if you let another one go. And look at this, like, in the zeros, you're definitely, maybe not in the zeros. Can you survive another Night Slash? Yeah, just about not. So I think if you invest a shield, you definitely win that. And in comes Muck. Oof, they're gonna not appreciate this Icicle Spear Bait. They're not gonna appreciate this Icicle Spear Bait. Nice one. And I think you do have to really, like, double shield this, honestly, because Blaziken is not gonna have a good time here at whatsoever. So you need to definitely get off an Earthquake on this thing. Oh, nice. Okay, so that works out perfectly. You can let it go at this point and just try to sweep with Blaziken. Just in that match, like, no matter what, you have to land something on that thing. Those counters actually done a lot of damage though, and yeah, you can just go straight Blaze Kick on this thing. This should be pretty straightforward at this point. 2-to-1 shields, Blaze Kick does a ton of damage already, and even these counters on the Venusaur are doing a lot of damage. Okay, why are you thinking about that shield, Joel? Just shield it up, shield it up. And are you going to go for the Brave Bird? You'd absolutely love to see it, folks. Going for the big Brave Bird. Absolutely wiping this Venusaur off the face of the planet. And a nice little screenshot right there. Don't know about you guys, but whenever I try to screenshot something, it gets screenshotted like a minute later. I end up screenshotting something that's completely irrelevant, but Poliwrath, I guess you just stay in here. Yeah, bubbles are resisted. It knows Ice Beam, which you have to kind of watch out for. I'm not sure how quick it gets to the moves with Bubble. Sorry, Ice Punch, I meant to say. Looks like it gets to the moves really quickly, actually. But this is probably pretty neutral. Like, that's the amazing thing about Giratina. Nice, you bank the move. You can actually no-shield this Night Slash. This is fine. Yeah, you can just probably just counter this the whole way down. Or just go for this move, either way. Yep, nice, get out. And in comes Poliwrath, but look at the damage this thing's doing. The Ice Punch probably... Oh, Dynamic Punch, interesting. The Ice Punch probably would not have took out. Yeah, in comes Gira. And what's happening on my phone here? Probably my Pokemon got knocked out of the gym. Correct. Man, I live next to this person in my local gyms. And they are just so obsessed with the local gyms, it's wild. This girl, I've actually seen her watching me. Like, I'm not even joking, like, it's very stalkerish. She's actually sat there and watched me, like, attack her gym, which is kind of funny. I think she comes to work here, close to where I live, and she just, like, sits there on her phone all day, defending and attacking the gyms. So, that's a different story for a different day. This is a good lead matchup right here. Is it better with Shadow Claw? I'm not too sure, but you can get off these Shadow Sneaks. The Moonblasts do an awful lot of damage, though. But I think this is definitely where you probably invest all your shields if you have to, because Cresselia in the back is just a nightmare. Yeah, definitely invest some shields here. Moonblasts are just going to rip this Gira. The opponent probably will shield this up as well. No, they let it go, this is perfect. Cresselia is a real obstacle, and honestly it's like one of the reasons I don't play Ultra League. Going up against this Pokemon is super annoying. In comes a Talonflame, this is an interesting one. Going for the Dragon Claw, okay, the opponent lets it go. Again, the opponent doesn't really have to shield here. This is most likely a Flame Charge. Oh, they go straight for the Brave Bird. What an absolute nutcase. Okay, so this is looking a little bit tough. You kind of need to keep your Walrein. Low key, bro, if I were you, I would like eat a move here and then come into Blaziken and counter down. Yeah, Earthquake. I would probably come in with Blaziken because you really need your Walrein for the Talon. Even here, you know, because your Blaziken, it's worthless at this point. Yeah, so this is going to be tough. I mean, Blaziken does so much damage that maybe you can pull something off. Actually, these counters are adding up. Is this going to come down to like counter damage? I think at this point, this is where you commit to the fast move down. Yeah, you have to commit to the fast move down at this point. Yeah, you have to shield anything, doesn't matter what it is. Oh, they're going to get to the move. Is this a Brave Bird? So Joel, this is where like you have to commit to the counter down. I'm really happy. I'm sort of happy this happened because it's a really nice learning moment. And, you know, whenever I give you guys like advice or whatever, please don't think I'm being harsh because I make these exact same mistakes myself. But sometimes you just have to commit to the fast moves. Going for the Brave Bird on the Giratina. Oh my goodness, that's done like 70%. That's done like 70%. And the Dragon Claw just wipes you off the face of the planet, but that done like 70% on the Giratina, the big bulky Gira. And yeah, we've seen this matchup probably a few times before. Icicle Spears. Again, like Gira takes these moves so well, and that is why it's one of the best Pokemon in this cup. Dragon Claw, okay, nice one. Yeah, definitely the fast move down. Like I've really learned that recently because I've been like sort of anxious, like where it's maybe I can get off a couple of moves, but if you know that they've got a spammy move, and you have one shield, they've got two shields, and your counters are doing a decent amount of damage, you just really have to commit to it. Because like I said, some of those matches, like that match came down to one counter, so if you didn't throw, you would have won basically. Yeah, Earthquake, nice. That's gonna pretty much take it out. And you maybe do you shield here? Oh, it's just an Icicle Spear, okay. I wasn't counting there. And in comes Roserade. Good night, Roserade. Guys, if you want to submit your own battles to the channel, link in the description down below. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We're getting very close to 1,200 here. And like I said, join the Discord community in the description. If you guys want to, do some practice battles. We're going to be practicing some Little Cup this week, so make sure to get involved. Thank you, everybody. That Shadow Blaziken does a ton of damage. I'm probably going to double or triple upload today, and then we'll be doing some Little Cup tomorrow, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you, everybody, for all the support in the videos, and I'll catch you all next time.